Good evening, everyone. We are back. We are back with our webinar number 26 at Igniting Power Engineers platform. We know very well that the never give up attitude is important characteristics for getting success in your life. And time and health are two precious assets that we don't recognize and appreciate until they have been lost or depleted. A healthy outside starts from healthy inside. Physical fitness is the first requisite of happiness, and the healthy citizens are greatest assets any country can have, because the healthy minds live in healthy body. We have to be as fit as fiddle, and we should feel on the top of the world. To the thing we require is a good health. Yes, today we are going to talk about the health. Yes, the role of engineering in human health, with respected my mentor, Praveen Chandra Mehta sir. Before I invite him, I would like to start with Thanksgiving. From the core of my heart, I would like to thank my family, my well-wishers, my mentors and supporters and friends. First of all, thank you to Almighty, my family, my parents, my wife and my son. My mentors include respected PP Bhai Sahab, Anjali Chandra ma'am, KK Murthy sir, KK Gupta ji, NK Mittal sir, P Ramachandran sir, S. Apao sir, Hitesh Chauhan ji and Dr. Kamal Bansal sir. My friends and well-wishers include Saket Gupta ji, Arvind Tukral ji, Dinesh Singh ji, SK Batra ji, Vishan Dutt ji. Last but not the least, the team working day and night 24/7 for making this webinar to happen includes Gulab and Ramdhani. Now, time to give a brief introduction about Praveen Chandra Mehta sir. He obtained his B in December 1995. He worked with Getco for 24 years and few others company also. Now running consultancy company named Persotech Solutions at Vadodara, Gujarat. He's into basically design of substation, power system study and analysis, equipment failure analysis, training and quality inspections. He is member of SEGRE. He is a member of NSC C4 of SEGRE India. He is a member of study committee, joint working group C442. He is a member of expert committee, CBIP manual of substation. Now time has come to hand over this stage to Mehta sir. Welcome to that Igniting Power Engineer platform, sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Aura. I am very much thankful to you and your team for giving me the opportunity to express my views. Let me share my screen.
Make it full screen, sir. Thank you. Continue, sir.
Today's topic is the application of engineering excellence for improving the human and organizational health. So, before I speak about this technicality of the engineering aspect related to the human health, I want to share a few of my observations and some of the hypotheses I have noted down. That will be the general analogy of the power system with the human and organizational life. And then after we will discuss about the dangers of the technical things. So many things we are using the mobile phones, we are using the gadgets. That is, what is the threat against the human health and what are the technical solutions, and revealing the best remedial measures, that is our human body earthing, and Lastly, we'll throw some light on the takeaway. Let us have some analogy of the power system with the human and organization life. As an electrical engineer, we all know about the Ohm's law. That is I is equal to V by Z. That I is the current, that is output of the effort put in our path. Z is the total impedance of the path. And V is the potential. And being the creature of the God, every human being has some potential. So current flow is inversely proportional to the impedance in the circuit that is in our path. So what is now Z? Z is the sigma of the various types of hindrances created by ourselves or somebody else or the circumstances. Means Z is the sigma of Z1, Z2, Zn. Some of the impedances, self-impedances, I have noted down that may be created by our beliefs, inbuilt negativity. That is, I am not capable, nobody will listen to me, society is full of evils, I have no proper parents, guru, friends, I have this proportion and that it cannot be removed. Like that, many more we are producing days and every day this kind of impedances in ourselves. The external impedances are the physical problems, psychological issues, depressions, ignorance, demoralization by somebody or the society, insisting to follow the custom that ideally may not be necessary, following the wrong methodology, behavioral incompetency, for example, insistence to be always right. Many people always think that I am always right. So that insistence, it is the reluctance to the success. Now, what is the remedy? So considering the V is a constant, we should minimize Z. The solution is the common medicine is the acquired knowledge. That is Gyan. Again, the path of acquisition of knowledge, wrong beliefs become the impedances that has to be identified and rectified. Another is a practice meditation, that means Dhyan. Take physical medicines whenever it is required. And there are several other remedies that we will discuss later on. We all know about the electromagnetic principle of the potential transformer. When one winding is come into contact with the other within the zone of that magnetic field, the potential is developed in the opposite winding. For the same design and equipment, if reference point of winding, that is earth, is not effective, then desired output may not be achieved. Similarly, in the life also, when a person comes across the other one, it gets the benefit of the induction of that potential. If the person is down to earth, the induced effect in the opposite person is appropriate. That means it is designed by the supreme power nature. But over a period of time, or by some means, when the earth resistance, that means our ego, arrogance, abhiman, that increases, and that will decrease the effect of the induction. Let us have that analogy with the system study. Many times, particularly I have noted and I have come across so many papers in the US itself in distribution system. Sympathetic tripping has caused many customers to suffer. So what is that for the benefit of the young engineers? Let me explain what is the sympathetic tripping. It is the tripping of the main feeder due to the extended duration of the voltage sag, due to the tripping of the some of the branch or the upper level transmission line. When the upper level transmission line trips on the ground fault, at that time, particular fault has the voltage sag. And when there is a large block of low inertia motors are there in that feeder, or largely unbalanced loads are there, that causes the overdrawal of the total current in the feeder, and that causes the overcurrent to operate. That is nothing but the mal-operation. And this tripping is termed as a sympathetic tripping. In our life also, we can correlate with this phenomena. With this solution, let us discuss with this directly with the solution. It said that solution may be increase the pickup of the overcurrent in the main feeder. This we can relate as that top management should be capable of withstanding the extra burden to the company due to some disturbance in the market or working force. The another solution is the decreasing the time setting of an individual level. If the disturbance is at all out of the limit for the load, the isolation should be faster. So in life, in an organization, decision of shutting down of a certain activities causing the major disturbance should be faster to save the organization. The another solution is to decrease the power system impedance to reduce the voltage drop. That we can relate as that links between the top management and middle management should be such that policies declared by top management shall reach to the down level as it is. Means there should be no drop in between. Means without much deviation. The other most important solution is the effectively earth system. Organization policy shall be such that all the neutrals shall be grounded solidly. That means all the working personnel shall be selected as a grounded one, and time to time they should be motivated. That means a reactivation of earthing system should be done. Now let us relate to the condition monitoring with the light. As we provide the condition monitoring system in our power system to monitor the various parameters, VI, temperature, high humidity, etc., and to take the decision accordingly. Similarly, the spouse, children, other family members, colleague in the organization, all we should keep watching on their normal working, overloads, difficulties, sickness if any, and take necessary care or provide the cure for it. Here everyone should note that their brain should be kept in a multi-mode. Means it is receiving as well as offering. So that whenever other one tries to monitor your parameter, that should give the feedback properly. For example, when a husband comes at the evening to home and wife asks that you are looking tired today very much. Are you okay? At that time, if you are suffering from any physical problem and if you are not conveying, then your family members will not help in improving your health. That means the two-way communication should be there. Means feedback should be there in the monitoring. In an organization, if one person overheated due to the overloading or the harmonics, means personal or organization problems, So after some threshold, the flow should be controlled by authority, means a monitoring system by means of load sharing and load shedding if needed to maintain the working health. Remember the benefits of better earthing. These are the benefits of better earthing. So I will not go deep technical into this, but directly I will come on the related to our life. That if a person is down to earth, it plays a key role in shaping the entire life. When earth resistance is decreased, means when your level of arrogance or say ahankar, it is decreased, the protection level increases and quality of life improves and your say in the society improves in a long run. Good earthing absorbs the surges. So if human is earth, it absorbs the surges of human life. The person when attacked by a social or physical disturbances, that means surge, it will be diverted to atmosphere or earth shortly and not affected to the health. Now we'll come to the actual our discussion of a technology. If it is not used wisely, then how it can damage the human health. You will be noticed that many of the problems are generated due to the electromagnetic field and radio frequency waves produced by the cell phones, communication devices, etc. That EMF is generated from the electrical wiring, gadgets, mobile phones, high tension wires that can disrupt the body's bioenergy to cause the tiredness and other serious health consequences that we will cover in these following slides. Physical and mental health. Our physical and mental health is purely dependent on a natural frequency. What is the natural frequency? That electromagnetic frequency is continuously being produced from both the Earth's surface, that is land and ocean, and atmosphere. This presence of natural frequency, that is called FNE, is responsible for the proper functioning of many processes of the body, and it provides the reference point for the biological cycle. To get the natural benefit, we must directly be in contact with the earth, because so our body is designed and harmonized since the inception of the humankind. This is nothing but the natural electromagnetic environment. It is called NEME, natural electromagnetic environment. NEME is necessary to supply the energy to human body for the smooth running of several biological processes. That is production of hormones, immune response, digestion, and sleep cycle. That means a human body requires a physical connection with the earth, that means ground, to maintain the inherent health and psychological and physical balances, a psychophysical balance. So anything which causes the disconnection from its natural condition, that means body to earth, will lead to the numerous imbalances and consequent dysfunction of the natural system and thereby disease. So what is the problem? Actually, human beings have maintained this NEME since the many years. for millions of years by way of walking, living, and even sleeping on the earth with only natural material like leather and cotton, etc. But with the invention of the synthetic material, like a plastic, that direct connection of our body with the earth is affected. If we wear shoes with a synthetic rubber sole, it will insulate ourselves from the ground. Many of our working people live and work 1 or more floor above the ground and surrounded by many synthetic materials and unnatural EMF, especially while sleeping. So this is the problem of causing the health. Now a scientist named someone has invented, which discovered this LF electromagnetic waves. It is low amplitude, low frequency electromagnetic waves generated in the ionosphere by the atmospheric effect that may be due to the surroundings atmosphere of the earth, that may be a solar electromagnetic radiation, that may be due to the lightning in the atmosphere, out of which all it will result in 7.83 hertz frequency signals all over the universe. This is not called the Schumann fundamental frequency. It is SFF. Human brain and animal brain also load onto this SFF, that is called the resonance, use it and to synchronize the biological rhythms like a sleep cycle and hormone production. Some of the scientists in USA have studied that. Studies say that SFF have shown coherence in the various parts of the brain and is needed for the orienting the attention, memory processing, motivation, coordination, and to give a sense of well-being. When NASA sent a first aircraft with the man in a space, they have noticed after the returning of the astronauts, many of the astronauts have got 1 or more disease. Then they studied and found out that in the aircraft, the NEME was missing. So since then, and NASA has now built the Schumann wave generator into the manned spacecraft in order to keep the astronaut physically and mentally healthy. More researches have shown that SSF, the 7.83 hertz signal, it will lower the BP, and in chronic fatigue syndrome, there was increased overall well-being, decreased pain, fatigue, brain fog, and allergies in majority of the case studies they have done. Now, what is the study issue? The chemical pollutions and other pollutions, that may be electropollution, it is called electropollution, the harmful effect of the radio frequency and electromagnetic fields, and the dirty electricity, that is the harmonics in the electrical instrumentation, that will pollute this universe, and which will disturb the backbone of this natural balance, that NEME. The another thing is the EHS, the electro hypersynthesis. Consequences of the constant radio wave exposure is known as EHS. Various studies in US have derived about the 32 symptoms of EHS study, such as the sleep problems, that is insomnia, Mina, forgetfulness, fatigue, headache, restlessness, dry eye and mouth, skin complaint, weight increase, infertility, frequent urge to the urinate, and many more. So what is the then measurement? One of the most important measurement of this radio frequency exposure, it's deciding of that limit of the specific absorption rate. It is called SAR. It is the rate at which body absorbs the radio frequency energy and measured. It is measured in the watt per kg. Federal Communication Commission of USA has set up the norms for RX exposure and set the limit while using the cell phones. This limit is, if you are exposed to the radio frequency, then the whole body, if the whole body is exposed, then the limit should be 0.08 watt per kg. If a partial body is involved, then the limit should be that 1.6 watt per kg. So for mobile phone, the SAR limit is 1.6 watt per kg because it is limited to a partial body. In April 2012, the Israeli parliament passed a law that requires all the cell phones sold in Israel to bear a health hazard warning label that read like that. Just like in cigarette box, we are having that much caution like this. It's a warning. The health ministry cautions that heavy use of carrying the device next to the body may increase the risk of major disease, especially among children. So in September 2012, Indian government issued a new mobile radiation law that the lower the exposure limit. Earlier, in India, that SAR limit was 2 watt per kg, but after September 2012, that limit was reduced to 1.6 kg according to the international standard and made it mandatory for the wireless device manufacturer to display the SAR value on their handsets. According to International Commission on Non-Ionized Radiation Protection, that is ICN-IRP, they have established a regulation in 1998 that SAR level at that time was fixed at 2.0, but now it is revised at 1.6. India followed that practice until 2012. It was 2.0, and after September 2012, that we have adopted SAR rate as 1.6 watt per kg. Now, what can be the remedy for this? To regulate the EMF and RF and harmonics, use some of the technical solutions, use of the other solutions. This is the study done for the mobile radiation effect. In 1973, when Motorola has launched the very first mobile in USA, at that time, American Society of Scientists, they have given the memorandum to the American Congress that any company should not be allowed a handset until and unless it is tested that it is not harmful to the human being. So the Motorola has appointed R&D engineers and studied this, and after that they have prepared a manual, and in that manual they have published that this device is safe for the human beings because we have provided there are so many filters for that. So this is the figure. Left side is the image when you talk with your cell phone, the image of the brain tissue. So you can see that near the ear and this part, this red part is there. But after the that implementation of the magnetic noise field technology, this effect is reduced. So after that, the government has allowed, and also they have issued that they should declare this limit. And in that manual, they have declared that this mobile is safe when you use and when you keep this at 6 mm away from your body. Not that 6 mm away from your body. What are the technical solutions to provide the filters? As we say, the RF wave exposures in cell phones and communication devices. Now, for the people like us, we should follow the guideline, and accordingly, we should use these gadgets. See, many of the gadgets in our country are safe if we use 15 away from our body. 15 away from our body. This is the experts of the government of India EMF radiation booklet published by the government of India that I will show you. The another technique is the use of the Bluetooth headset. So to safeguard the RF exposure, and of course, the providing the filters, to provide the adequate shielding in the EHV and UHV ultra high tension installations against the increase of the electromagnetic field strength. This is the extract of the booklet published by the government of India. You can see here, they have given the thoroughly that I will share this on this forum. I have highlighted some of the major points given by this. Do not press the phone handset against your head because the radiation level is proportional to the square of the distance from the source. So being very close increases the energy absorption much more. The farther your brain is from the handset, the better it is. There are so many other instructions are there. The major I have highlighted. The other is the metal and water are good conductors of radio waves. So avoid using a mobile phone while wearing a metal framed glass or having a bad hair. Another most important thing is the people having the active medical implants. Means if you have any plate for the bone bonding, if you have operated for any bone injury and a plate is there or a screw is there, any metal, that is a medical implant inside your body. So that mobile should be kept 15 centimeter away from that implant. See, it is declared in the government, this document. The other solution. What is the other solution? Other solution, it is a free of cost. it is nothing but the human body earthing. It is the most economical and useful and practical way of avoiding the EHS. This is the understanding how it's work be benefited. When there is a presence of, say, radio frequency waves in our working place or a home, and if your body is insulated from the earth due to some reason, whether you wear a rubber sole shoe or some other reason, you are standing on the insulated mat or whatever may be the reason for a longer period of time, this is about, the body becomes the sink of electromagnetic radiation and absorbs this radiation. This radiation gets converted into the circulating electromagnetic current within the body, which causes the vibration at the cellular level. This then causes the damage to the cell by displacing the ions and destabilizing the membrane. Ultimately, it may lead to the membrane leakage and can produce the negative biological effect, as earlier it was shown the symptoms of EHS, that insomnia and so many that symptoms we have seen. If body is directly in contact with the earth, then the earth becomes the sink for the electromagnetic radiation, because of the fact that it gets the path for the radiation. That means that electromagnetic current to flow to the earth, and body is protected against that the damage at the cellular level. There another very useful study, research is done, that free radical is a molecule in our body which is missing an electron. So chronic inflammation is in the human body is caused due to this generation of the free radical molecules in our body. This free radicals is produced by this electromagnetic radiation. So research have shown that the free electrons on the surface of the earth or seawater, sand, green grass, such type of a fair land, such type of area, it will act as a free radical scavengers or the neutralizers, and thereby reversing the chronic inflammation and antioxidants and preventing it from the happening in the future. These are the benefits of the body earthing. Improvement or elimination of symptoms of many inflammation related disorders, reduction or elimination of chronic pain, better and faster sleep, lowered stress, cooling down the nervous system, means the brain wave frequency comes down. See, when the temporary nominal stress is encountered by our body, that it is the inbuilt phenomena of the body that whenever we encounter the nominal temporary stress, a chemical named the interleukin. In medical language, it is called IL-6. You can Google out and see what are the reasons and remedies of the deficiency of IL-6, which actuates that IL-6 is it meant for the actuation of the immunity system, and it increases the healing power in the human body. So in case of the abnormal stress, or if you have a deficiency of IL-6 system, IL-6 that chemical, in that case, even a normal stress, that people that nervous system will break down. So practicing the body earthing will provide the balanced level of IL-6 in the body and thereby relief from the side effects of the stresses. Normalize body's biological rhythms. That means it will regulate the hormones. It will thinner the blood cells, means a blood pressure may come down. That I will show a sample, blood samples, photograph of the blood samples taken before and after this human body earthing. Accelerated recovery from the intense athletic activity, and there are many more benefits also there. This is the picture. There's 3 persons. This blood was tested. This is the picture. Left side is before the earthing. It is showing the thicker the cells. And after practicing the 40 minutes of the body earthing, this is the cells. This image is on the picture clearly shows that the dramatic thinning and decoupling of the blood cells means it will increase the your health. So what are the takeaway? Threats caused by the modern technology must not be ignored. So for we being the engineers, we should give the due importance to the study of the adverse effect of the RF and EMF on the human health, to safeguard the human being and simultaneously enjoy the modern technology also. So for that, collective efforts should be made and measures should be implemented to develop the adequate filters for RF and harmonics filter in the power system and shielding in the EHV and UHV system. Most importantly, the body earthing, which is of course a free gift from the nature, must be maintained regularly in day-to-day life, and awareness on this should be propagated among the society. People having the active medical implant should keep themselves away from the cell phone, refer that guidelines. Also, that I have noticed, that I have added this, that we should keep away from the induction cooking plate if you have that active medical implant in your body, particularly in the hand. Also, you should keep a caution while you are coming across the metallic partition in the airport and metro station, underground station. That may be a electromagnetic source on the other side, and due to the inadequate distance, it may affect to your body, particularly when there will be a medical implant in your body. Even a strong magnet, means a DJ sound system, that you should be also aware of this. Keeping the mobile phone away while wearing the metallic framed glass. To improve the social health, this following AIDS to be cured. What is the meaning of AIDS? In medical science, it is the acquired immune deficiency syndrome. But I found in that engineering management, AIDS means acquired intelligence deficiency syndrome, acquired information deficiency syndrome, acquired integrity deficiency syndrome, acquired initiative deficiency syndrome, acquired imagination deficiency syndrome, and such many more. So we should cure all this deficiency to improve our social health. These are the psychological that what earlier I have described about this analogy with the power system, analogy with the human and organizational health. that keep your source switchable while dealing with the others. Means your auto recloser and isolator with the lock, that should be active. Keep your source means potential on a semi-isolation mode when opposite person has something to say, and a full isolation mode when opposite person is angry. Keep proper coordination with the family members and colleagues in organization. Keep condition monitoring of the members of your family organization. That means all circuit branches and element. Develop caring and sharing nature, which improves the family and organization health. Feeling of joy when other gets succeed. If you achieve this, then it will help in increasing your healing power. Some of the other important aspect that one may follow: practice prarthana, prayer, dhyana, meditation, be down to earth, practice gratitude, practice self-love, be clear on what you want, prepare the Gantt chart to achieve goal. Unnecessary, many times we go here and there without knowing the actual objective. So for that, this is required, and go for it. Once the line of action is decided, just go for it and love what you see. These are the principle adopted from the managing and to improve our human health. Remember some of the thoughts. I have noted this two. Bee is not the only insect to sit on flower, but it is the only insect to get honey. So let us be bee. At the end, let me say my favorite. This is my favorite sentence, and Dr. Rajesh will be knowing that in every earthing seminar, I always quote this: let your hands be touched to the sky, but your feet should be in contact with the earth. This will I share with in this group. These are the affirmation which will improve our mental health. These are the references. This is the scientific study which I referred. Thank you very much. I am very much thankful to Dr. Rajesh Herrera and his team for giving me the chance to express my views. And I also thanks to all participants. Thanks all in one.
Thank you very much for this insightful, wonderful, brilliant. I am struggling to get a proper word to say thanks for this wonderful presentation from your side. You started with NEME, you touched SFF, EHS, SAR, radio frequency. You talked about the mobile radiation law, SAR related with mobile set we are using. You have given good suggestion related to use of mobile phone,
Yes.
distance. You have frequently talked about the importance of body earthing. You talked about EMF, RF, how to regulate it. Wonderful. No word. To start with, I would start with a very simple question. In
Okay.
the beginning, when I was going through your biography, I found that you worked with Getco for 26 years and with other company. Then you started your company. Why did you leave company? What was the reason?
Actually, there was not any reason that I have conflict with somebody or any kind of some personality, but I was having a nature of a study and reading. So I know I have the idea inbuilt in myself that to become a, say, a big fish in a small pond. It is, I prefer to be a big fish in a small pond rather than to become a small fish in a big ocean.
Great, great, great. Then coming to another, persotech is a word that attracts me. What is the actual meaning of that? Meaning related, you have given name of your consultancy, persotech. What is the meaning of
Persotech means it is first is the perso, PERSO is the perso that I have taken from the personal, and TECH tech is from the technical. Means I am interested in both kind of studies, personal as well as technical. I also, during my training to the students and engineers, cover the subjects of the technical, also the personal. But above all is the personal. That's why first is the perso and then technical.
Great.
That is the idea behind it.
In your presentation, you have mentioned that earthing, body earthing many times. I just want to understand what the actual meaning of body earthing. We should be barefooted. How do you elaborate that body earthing in terms of your view?
Yes, it is. Let me give the idea on this. You might have heard or you might have experienced or you have also that done this activity that you walk over on the grass in the morning or in the evening. Yes. That is also one kind of a body earthing. But a specific kind of a, if you really want to get the full benefit of that if you put your barefoot on the sand, particularly it may be a seashore or say riverfront, and for about a minimum 20 minutes, 20 to 40 minutes, you put your both the feet barefoot on that mother ground.
Okay.
That is the body earthing.
Okay. Now time to get feedback from eminent personality present here. First of all, I would like to invite PP Bhai Saab. Kindly give your feedback. Unmute yourself and give your feedback for this presentation.
Hello.
हाँ भाई साहब, नमस्कार.
Gulab, kindly unmute, sir. Gulab, kindly unmute.
Yes, sir, I have unmuted, sir.
Okay, I think there's some technical snag. In the meantime, I would like to invite KK Murthy Saab. Kindly unmute and say a few words.
हेलो हेलो.
Yes, sir.
नमस्कार मूर्ति साहब.
नमस्कार. कैसे हैं साहब? आप तो बहुत ज्ञानी निकले. बहुत ज्ञानी है आप. Not only you are having exposure to such a subject which nobody knows. Rather, it's a very rare subject and it is an offbeat subject. And your presentation was very good. And I must thank Dr. Arora for inviting you for this presentation. And I wish you would present many more such webinars in this forum as well as in different forums. And whatever I had in my mind, that has been already answered by Dr. Arora. So that has been already questioned by Dr. Arora, and you have been able to answer them to the satisfaction of all the participants. Very well done, and I would appreciate you. In fact, I do not have much words to appreciate you. You see,
No, thank you, sir.
And,
Thank you. Thank you.
and
Sir, kindly
it-
stop sharing so that the other participant can be seen on the screen.
so actually, it has been a great moment when we met at CBIP. So also meeting you and Dr. Arora in CBIP, and I must praise Vaisa for giving me an opportunity to be a participant in CBIP time and again. So thanks to Vaisa as well, and. Otherwise, there is nothing much what I can say, because the subject is so very exhaustive and knowledgeable that only hearing once will not educate me so much that I can I can give my opinion. Anyway, I feel honored because I feel honored because Dr. Arora has given me this opportunity to speak.
Thank
to
you, sir. Thank you. Mehta
Thank
sir,
you,
kindly
thank
stop sharing so that other
Yeah.
people can be seen on.
Can I speak?
Yes, yes, please,
Hello.
please.
Yeah. My name is Ramakrishnan.
Welcome, sir.
I did not know about this organization, but I got at 5 o'clock this message from one of your students, I think, Akanksha. Thank you very much. I should thank her first. I did not know about the topic, and when I started, I thought that it is high tech because he was talking about the mobile application and things like that. Then when it becomes perso tech, right? That how we should protect ourselves from technology, and what are all the simple things that will benefit us, and keep the mobile a little away from your ears, just about 10 mm, 15 mm, and then keep your feet on the ground, right? We believe that Earth is Mata, right? Thank you very much. I've learned a lot. Simple things, briefly said, and including the technology part of it, and then what are all the precautions the human should take care of in future. Thank you very much for
Gulab,
wonderful talk.
stop
It
sharing.
was
Thank you,
simple
sir. Thank you, sir.
and informative.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Sir, kindly stop sharing.
Thank you.
How do we stop
yes.
this?
I don't know how to shout. No, you have to stop me sharing.
Gulab, kindly remove the screen. Gulab, are you getting me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Kindly,
Sir, kindly stop sharing.
but again, it is visible to me. Mehta sir, kindly stop sharing so that other people can be seen on the screen.
But how to stop it? I have.
Sir,
Gulab,
please click on the share screen,
and
which
then
is shown in the green color. And then there will be one option that is
Stop share. Yes.
now
Stop.
it's okay.
Yes,
Now
yes,
kindly
yes, sir,
unmute
yes, sir.
Vaisa.
Yes. Okay. Done.
Yes, sir. Why, sir, is unmuted.
Okay. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Waiting for you.
Rajesh ji, are you getting me?
Yes, yes, we are getting you.
Hello.
Yes, yes, sir. Kindly continue. We are getting
Are you
your
getting me, Rajesh ji?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Rajesh ji, good evening. Good evening, and Mehta ji, good evening, and all my friends on the webinar. All good evening to all of them.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
It's great pleasure to see a really unconventional webinar to happen. You see, through Mehta ji, I keep him always in high esteem, Mehta ji, and no words with me to appreciate Rajesh ji. See, I'm taking the opportunity to congratulate Rajesh ji for the Silver Jubilee. I think most of my friends would be knowing it. He has completed already the 25 webinars, and today is the 26th. And that too on a very, very interesting topic relating to health through Mr. Mehta. Really, I've enjoyed this webinar. And before I go further, I must say the contribution of Rajesh ji, because I always love to speak about him. He's a guy, I could see him 10 years back. You see, exactly within 10 years, 10 years, he has created wonders for the society, wonders for the nation. I could see him coming up. You see, he has started many missions, whether it's the accident-free mission and igniting power engineers, and then in the early morning while having a walk, giving beautiful messages to the society. There are so many things. Then talking to the legions, then many conferences like this, then getting on to the various presentation of technical papers. That all really, he has done a wonderful job. And Mehtaji, I must adore you and appreciate you that I really love your dedication for the and contribution to the society for various engineering subjects. You have done a lot of hard work, I know. I visited your place in Gujarat, also seeing your you see, training institute and your project. It was really very well appreciated. Whatever you gave us the message, I did not know that the mobile telephone has to be kept at a distance of 15 centimeter from the implants we are carrying. I think most of the people are. I do have the implant, but and then you were telling the other metallic parts, if we do have to keep safe distance and the other precautions to be taken for maintenance of our health with reference to use of mobile. And then I was very happy when you said that earthing, you made a relation of earthing with the ego. I was really very much happy to see that how things work. You see, so far as the functioning of the body,
Yes, yes.
on the knowledge of the electricity and our engineering concepts. So it has really, you have really illuminated us. You see exactly on various for mental health of the organization. I think next our topic, Mehta ji and Rajesh ji should be for maintenance to the other maintenance of health of the country with respect to avoidance of accidents. I think we talked, my friend Manas Kundu, all of us, we are worried. Today I read the views of Mr. Bansal also from BSCS. I'm really worried on this subject because really when a death takes place, not that me alone, all of you are worried. We are not going to happen so many deaths. 12,000, you see, deaths in a year on the average. So it is, and once I take the words of Mr. Manas, that if we take the unofficial figure, it may touch 20,000 accidents, deaths in a year. So one death should be a part of our worry. And I think I'll be requesting Rajesh ji, Mehta ji, and all my other friends, Bansal Saab, Manas ji, another Ram Kumar ji, everybody, you see, and particularly all the friends on the IPE roles group to come forward and let us see that we don't allow this great damage take place. This is my very humble submission to all my friends, and I'm happy KK Murthy Sahab also gave his very precious views today. And my best wishes to him also, best wishes to Rajesh ji for further adventures. And thank you, Mehtaji, for your wonderful
Thank you.
presentation. All the best to you and good
Thank you,
luck,
sir.
everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir,
Question.
appreciating and kind words.
Please to unmute. Kindly raise your hand if you have any question, and we will unmute and allow you to speak. In the meantime, I would like to invite Dr. Sheikh Samsher Ali sir. He is with me. Kindly give your view. Kindly unmute. Ali Saab, kindly unmute. Yes, thank you.
Hi, everybody. Good evening. Thank you, Rajesh, for inviting me. I think it was a wonderful topic and need of the hour, simply because I think at this time and era, we, the living human being, are living through the curse of the development and excellence in technology. And I'm telling it because Mr. Mehta has very clearly elaborated and given a lot of example when we talk about RF exposure. I think today nobody can say that they are immune or they are isolated or they are protected if induction. We all are exposed to it. Lucky are those who are living
Yes.
in smaller cities and towns. Unfortunate are people like us, those who are living in capital cities, metro cities, and unfortunate are those who are again living in the areas where airport is there, civil airport, where military establishments are there, so they get a bonus of added exposure because of those isolated frequencies. And it is really need of the time to carry this message. And I hope and pray those who attended, 20 plus people, they carry it forward.
Thank you.
People talk about it, but then they are being suppressed. I don't want to give example. Then it becomes rather very murky. But the fact is, whoever has tried to raise voice against RF exposure, I'm not talking about EMF. It is a very taboo issue. People in the authority, Mr. Mehta is laughing. He understands what I am trying to say.
Yes.
It is absolutely no man's area as far as they're concerned, and nobody should venture in that area. Otherwise, they will have to face the music. They forget that their bad deeds are not only affecting us, it is also affecting them and their future generation. Message is very loud and clear. All you need to do is create a chain reaction and let it spread across, that if you don't protect yourself, nobody is going to protect you. Thank you very much once again for a wonderful session.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Now time has to come to say thank you to Mehta Saab for this insightful, wonderful, and brilliant presentation on his part. Thank you, and thank you once again. Thank you, all the participants. Thank you very much. Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
sir. Thank you for all your efforts.
Thank you. Thank you.